Let's starts now. The Demon's Pact. High Society of Hell. Scene 1. The gates of the 50th floor. The world outside the Demon Castle is a burning wasteland, but inside the tower, the air is thick with the scent of sulfur and ancient magic. Son Jin-Woo stands before the massive obsidian doors of the 50th floor. In his hand, the black marble key he retrieved from the High Orc dungeon glows with a faint, pulsing light. I've climbed 50 floors of this hell, Jin-Woo thinks, his eyes reflecting the flickering orange light of the torches. Every level was a test. Every monster was a lesson. But the system says the real challenge starts here. He looks at his status window. Level 61. Intelligence 115. Shadow Army capacity 130 130ths. His army is full. A Grizz, Iron, Tank, and 100 High Orc shadows are resting in his darkness, their collective power making the very ground beneath his feet vibrate. He inserts the key. The doors groan, swinging open to reveal not a dungeon, but a sprawling, gothic city built into the side of a volcanic mountain. This is the Radiru District, the territory of the demon nobles. Scene 2, the hunt for the pedigree. As Jin-Woo steps into the district, the system issues a new urgent quest. Quest, collect the demon souls. Requirement, defeat the nobles of the Radiru clan and collect 10,000 souls to unlock the path to the 100th floor. 10,000? Jin-Woo mutters. This is going to take a while. Suddenly, the sound of galloping hooves echoes through the cobblestone streets. A carriage made of bone and black silk, pulled by skeletal horses, streaks past. Behind it, a horde of lower-tier demons is giving chase, snarling and clawing at the carriage doors. Jin-Woo doesn't move. He watches from the shadows of an alley. He sees a girl lean out of the carriage window. She has pale skin, pointed ears, and eyes the color of rubies. She looks terrified. "Help!" she cries out in a language that sounds like a melodic version of the Orc tongue. "Someone! The low-bloods have gone mad!" Jin-Woo tilts his head. The system usually marks everything as a target, but she has a name tag. Above her head, a green box floats. Noble, Esil Radiru. Scene 3, the shadow intervention. The carriage loses a wheel, crashing into a stone fountain. The low-tier demons swarm over it, their jagged teeth ready to tear the girl apart. A Grizz. Iron. Clear the street, Jin-Woo commands. In a flash of black lightning, a Grizz appears on top of the carriage. He doesn't even draw his sword. He uses his gauntleted fists to crush the skulls of the attacking demons. Iron slams into the center of the horde, his massive shield turning 3 demons into red mist instantly. The massacre is over in 10 seconds. The remaining demons flee into the fog, realizing they are no longer the apex predators. Jin-Woo walks toward the wrecked carriage. He looks down at the girl, Esil, who is trembling behind a pile of silk cushions. She stares at the shadow soldiers, then at Jin-Woo. "You," she stammers. "You are a human? How can a human control the spirits of the abyss?" Jin-Woo extends a hand. "I'm the one who just saved your life. Now, talk. Where are the rest of the souls?" Scene 4, the demon's proposal. Esil Radiru is the eldest daughter of the Radiru clan, one of the lower-tier noble families. She explains that the Demon Castle is divided into warring clans, all competing for the favor of the Demon King, Baron. "We are dying," Esil says, her voice trembling. "The higher clans are hunting us for our souls. If you help me protect my family, I will give you what you want. I will be your guide through the upper floors." A new quest has been generated, the Demon's Guide. Reward, entry to the 75, 100th floors, and a map of the castle. Jin-Woo considers the offer. I could just kill her and take the souls, but a guide who knows the terrain is worth more than a few hundred points. Besides, she's the first monster I've met who can hold a conversation. "Fine," Jin-Woo says, "but if you betray me, I won't just kill you. I'll turn you into a shadow and make you watch as I erase your entire clan." Esil gulps, nodding vigorously. I understand. Great one. Scene 5. The march through the upper floors M. The next several days are a blur of blood and shadow. With Esil as his guide, Jin-Woo bypasses the traps and dead ends of the 51st to 70th floors. They move through abandoned demon libraries, cursed cathedrals, and burning marketplaces. At every stop, Jin-Woo's army grows. He doesn't just kill the enemy clans, he absorbs them. Shadow extraction success. New shadow. Demon Knight added. Esil watches in horror and fascination as Jin-Woo stands amidst a mountain of corpses, his eyes glowing with that terrifying violet fire. She sees the way a Grizz and Iron stand guard over him, their loyalty so absolute it feels like a physical weight. You aren't like the other hunters who came here years ago, Esil whispers one night by the campfire. They were strong, but they were afraid. You look like you're coming home. Jin-Woo looks into the flames. Maybe I am. The more I climb, the more this world makes sense to me. The human world. It's starting to feel small. Scene 6. The trial of the 74th floor. They reach the gateway to the 75th floor. This is the final barrier before the high heaven of the castle. Guarding the gate is a massive, multi-headed beast known as the Hellgate Guardian. We have to go around, Esil warns, pulling on Jin-Woo's sleeve. Even the high nobles don't fight this thing alone. It takes an entire army. Jin-Woo smiles. It's a sharp, dangerous look. An army? Good thing I brought one. Jin-Woo raises his arms. The ground for 100 yards turns black. A Grizz, Iron, tank, all units, full attack. The Shadow Army erupts from the darkness. 100 High Orcs, 50 Demon Knights, and the 3 commanders charge the beast. The Guardian roars, breathing a torrent of black fire that incinerates the front line. But shadows don't die. They regenerate. Jin-Woo activates Mutilate. He becomes a blur of steel, leaping onto the Guardian's central neck. He drives Baruka's dagger deep into the beast's spine, twisting it until the creature's roar turns into a whimper. More! Jin-Woo screams in his mind. I need more power! With a final, crushing blow from Iron's mace, the Guardian collapses. The gate to the 75th floor shatters. Level up! Level up! Level up! Scene 7. The summit of the 75th floor. They step onto the 75th floor, and the environment changes completely. The fire and brimstone are gone, replaced by a beautiful, haunting landscape of floating islands and white marble towers. This is the entrance to the monarch's domain. Jin-Woo looks out over the horizon. He can see the 100th floor in the distance, a spire of pure black energy reaching into a void. Quest update. 8,500, 10,000 souls collected. We're almost there, Jin-Woo says. Esil looks at him, her ruby eyes filled with a strange sadness. Once you get the souls, you'll leave, won't you? You'll go back to your world? Jin-Woo doesn't answer immediately. He looks at his hands, which are glowing with a faint, dark aura. He realizes that he is no longer the man who entered this castle. He is faster, stronger, and colder. I'll go back, Jin-Woo says. But I'm not going back as the same person. Scene 8. The Srank Confirmation. The scene shifts momentarily back to the human world. At the Hunter Association headquarters, the final results of Jin-Woo's reevaluation are being printed. Chairman Go Gun-hee sits in his office, looking at the report. His hands are shaking. Chairman? His assistant asks. What is it? Go Gun-hee turns the monitor around. Subject, Sung Jin-Woo. Final rank, S mana level, unmeasurable. Special note. The subject's power has increased by 15% since the initial test 3 days ago. He isn't just in Srank, Go Gun-hee whispers. He is growing. Every hour, every minute, he is becoming something else. If he doesn't stop, he will become a god. Scene 9. The final stand of Season 3. Back in the Demon Castle, Jin-Woo stands at the edge of a floating island. He summons his entire army. They stand in perfect formation. Rows of black-armored knights, massive orcs, and the silent, deadly commanders. He looks toward the 100th floor. He can sense the presence of the Demon King Baron. The mana is so thick it feels like a physical weight on his shoulders. The next floor is the end, Jin-Woo says to his shadows. No more games, no more holding back. He turns to the camera, his eyes glowing with an intense, violent purple light. The shadows behind him roar in unison, a sound that echoes through the entire demon castle, reaching even the highest tower. Jin-Woo taking his first step onto the bridge to the 100th floor. As his foot touches the ground, a massive shockwave of shadow energy erupts, turning the white marble into black obsidian. The screen cuts to black as a gold system notification appears. Season 4, The King of the Dead. End of Season 3.